It's now time for another Broken Neck Radio interview.
Hi, Steve.
How's it going?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty good. It's just weird being called Steve. That sounds like, is that my wife on the line?
My name's Metallic Rose. I'm from Broken Neck Radio.
Okay, cool.
So I understand you guys got another album coming out on February 26th. Well, here in the States, it's coming out February 26th. Anvil is Anvil?
Yep.
Is there any significance to that title?
Why, don't you think there is?
Of course.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think that there's anything ambiguous about it. It's, I think it's virtually the same thing as saying, we are Motorhead, isn't it?
Yeah, after all, Anvil is Anvil for sure.
You know, it's like the Metallica album called Metallica. You know,
I heard the song Die for a Lie that's on your website,
right.
And it has an apt title, and the lyrics are very relevant to what we have to deal with these days with terrorism. What led you to write that?
Just what you said. It's really obvious. I write from my environment. Fundamentally speaking, I write from my environment. And that's in my environment. And I can't help it be. You know, it's everywhere, that shit. Everybody's worried about it. And to the point that there's just so much wrong that religion has brought, and it has to do with our interpretation of it, more so than what it actually says, and what it actually represents and what it does. It's the negativity of the separation in humanity as a result of religious beliefs. And when you look at the foundations, there is no evidence, none, that any of it is true. There's no evidence to say that it's not. So therefore, it's a theory. All theoretical. There is nothing absolute about it at all. Nothing, no tangible reason, none. But yet we're willing to die or murder each other in the name of it. That's really twisted. Really fucking twisted in my mind. Especially when we're discovering, and it's known, it's out there, the information's out there, that Sphinx is way, way older than people thought it was. What does that mean? That means that mankind is a lot older than we know. And long before we wrote the books, so to speak. So what is our origin? And maybe there was a reason that we look to the sky. Maybe the reason we look to the sky and say that it's above and surrounds us and it comes from the universe is because it's alien. Maybe that's why. Maybe DNA is a biological, medical program. We just don't understand it all yet. We've discovered that there is a program, but who did this? Something that's way, way, way beyond our comprehension. So we call it God. And then we give each of these gods different names and different bunch of rules or different bunch of food etiquette. You know, if you're Jewish, don't eat pork. You know what I mean? And we separate each other when we're all one fucking thing.
It's so true.
Well,
so what else can we expect?
So that's why I said people are dying for probably a lie.
What else can we expect from Anvil is Anvil? What else is, what kind of goodies you got for us this time?
I don't know. Have you heard Daggers of Rum? Have you heard anything else from the record?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what did we give you there?
Oh no, I heard the first song.
Oh, that's all that
The
you've heard. Okay. Well,
Yes, so
there's
far,
some.
and I'm intrigued.
Well, I was offered and requested to play a pirate in a musical play by this guy called Spooky Rubens, and
Wow.
he cast me as Captain Snarls. So
That's
he
great.
goes, hey, listen, write me a song, man. Write me a pirate song. And I went, let me think about it. So I went away and I thought about it, and I had a musical piece, and I went, you know what? I think that musical piece would work great. I wonder what am I going to call it? And my first things that came to my mind was Swords and Tequila by Riot. And I went, but that wasn't a pirate song. But I could come up. Let me think. Let me think about pirates. And then I thought, rum. Okay, rum. And I go, but what are pirates known to have? Daggers. And I went, daggers and rum. And then, of course, there's the title. And from there, I did a search on the internet for pirate shanties just to get some kind of inspiration and influence. And what I discovered is 90% of pirate shanties were written for musicals. They were not written by pirates. So I went, wow, fuck, okay, this is cool, right? I'm gonna write myself a musical piece here. I'm gonna do it too. If that's what it is, that's what it is. Okay. So I just sat down, started thinking about the Pirates of the Caribbean, and wrote the lyrics. As simple as that. But what really made it completely magical is when I went to do guitar overdubs, I discovered a musical melody motif that not only fit underneath the vocals in the verse, but also fit underneath the vocals in the chorus. I go, wow, that's really cool. So then I placed them where I thought they'd go, and then all of a sudden it struck me, oh my God, this is a musical shanty. So I wrote lyrics for it that worked from my first thought of what pirates are, and it was like, yo ho ho, yo ho ho, give us a bottle of rum. Yo ho ho, yo ho ho, we be the scurvy scum. And holy shit. So what we did is we put that at the front of the song and at the end of the song in the same time signature and tuning as the song, obviously. And it worked unbelievable. It's just the most unbelievable. It's like it probably should be in a musical. It should have been. Like when you hear the song, it opens with a rainstorm and thunder, and you can all of a sudden hear the pirates singing yo ho ho, and you hear the creaking of the ship, and then the song enters with like this, really in the same time signature as the yo ho ho. It's just so metallic, but it's metallic pirates, it's just, wow, what a great combination. It's just like completely magical to me. I thought, wow, it's really theatrical and very, very visual in its essence as a piece of music, which is that to me is the top of the heap as far as songwriting is concerned. That you can evoke visuals in a person's mind with a piece of music. That you can actually see a video without seeing the video. It's that's the thing. So there's a lot of stuff going on this record. Trust me when I say that the diversity is off the fucking chart. But that's what it is. But we're the bridge between hard rock and metal. Part of the reason why we fell in the cracks because we were neither nor. And at this point, anything old is new. So that's okay now. So there are hard rock essences in our music, and there's also the metal essence. So there's even rock and roll on the record, which is never going to stop, which is completely about rock and roll. And even has rock and roll motifs, Chuck Berry influenced guitar playing, and completely, but it's still Anvil. All at the same time, and doing this, it's extraordinary in the sense that it's still the same identity, and it's not losing our identity in something or in some other weird way. It's really centering around what we are, self-identification. Certainly the song "Die for a Lie." When I discovered the guitar riff, which is a similar kind of, I immediately went, jackhammer. I found another jackhammer. Fuck, holy shit. I found another jackhammer. How Anvil is that? Okay, let's do this. But in discovering that, I said, well, I'm not going to do what I did with jackhammer and just give throwaway lyrics. I'm going to say something that I mean what I say, and I said what I mean. And that's why I said die for a lie, you know. And these are the things, and I think it worked out very well.
Sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to hearing the rest of this CD. I think you're discussing the pirate thing. Do you think it's going to go in the concerts? Because I know you've got a tour starting up in Europe, I believe next week.
Well, we're going to discover it. We're going to find out. I mean, we're playing Daggers and Rum. We can play it. That's not and we are going to experiment and see how it goes over. I can just hear chants. Can you hear the chants? I could see in time, particularly with that, because of the shanty, I would imagine people are going to start singing that before we even get on stage. I could see that already, but that won't happen until they're aware of the song. So I don't. But then, having said that, probably by the time we come to play America, that will already be happening. Yeah. But I don't expect it to be happening, especially on the first or second week of the tour, which the record won't be out on. So I won't expect people to know it yet. But I think when people get to know it, that I think it will become something that will get sung at Anvil concerts, whether we play the song or not. It's just
You've got such a large catalog. How do you decide what to play?
It's mostly mix and match. Some things are just, you can't stop. I don't think I'll ever write a better entry to a concert than March of the Crabs. So I think that's just our trademark. That's what we do. You know, it's just what we do. I don't know how else to explain it. It just works really well. 666, which is probably one of the very, very first essences of where people discovered what speed metal was. That's a staple. That has to be there. Things like from first album, well, for many, many years we were always playing School of Love, which is the first song on the first album. And now we decided we're going to change it a little bit, and we're going to do the first song on the second side of the first album and do Ooh Baby. It's kind of interesting, and that you change. That's just a small change in old material. Obviously, still going to do Mothra. You have to, you have to do metal on metal.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably going to end up having to do Forge and Fire, or what we did this time to add something that we have never done is we're doing Free as the Wind.
Wow.
Which is something we've never done. I don't know that I really should be announcing it because I really wanted to leave it as a surprise. But I think the most interesting aspect about Free as the Wind, doing it at 23, 24 years old and then doing it when you're 60 is two different worlds. So, and not only that, doing it as 4-piece as opposed to 3-piece, there's a number of things that had to be adjusted. No question. No, there is no. If we're going to do the song today, things have to be adjusted. I can't reproduce what I did because it's not the same band, not completely, and I'm not the same singer completely. So the not completely part means that I have to do something a little bit different. And it was so intriguing and invigorating to actually do that. Rather than singing in one octave throughout the song, I put all kinds of variations where I could actually capture 10 times the emotion than was there originally. Because I sang it all in the upper register of my voice in a strain, right? It just always sounding on you, running wild, crazy. It's all like that. Instead of actually singing it and then putting emotion and texture and all the other things that you get when you're not screaming, it was remarkable. Actually, I think it's actually way improved. But that's how I kind of feel about it. I don't know how the people will feel about it. Well, that's yet to be determined. How do you pick and choose? It's really difficult. I chose this because it's been, 30 years on the road and people asking for the song, and I've never been doing it. It's just, you could do it one night a week, but you could, especially in the old days, because you could only sing it once and you're fucking killing yourself. So, okay. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things that you almost I overdid it when I initially recorded it, which made it very, very difficult to play. And it became one of the most sought after and requested songs, but then at the same time, you can't perform it on a regular basis because it's too difficult vocally. So so now I'm older and I have a sense of wisdom that I probably didn't have, and maybe a little less stubborn and less of a purist, because the critical aspect of my personality said, don't do it unless it can be absolutely pristinely identical to the original, and having that integrity wall there. And it took till now before I actually revisited those feelings, and I had to get over them. So in doing so, I think I came to a place that I going, wow, I fucking made an improvement in my mind. That's actually pretty good, That's a good feeling. It's like I took something that I used to do and I took it to someplace else. It's like it may very well be worth my while to re-record the song. And, it could be even to that degree. I have to think about that, but there may be even a possibility of doing that. and other things in deciding which of the new songs to choose. I chose my favorites and the ones that I thought I could perform the best live, and the ones that I would think that sound the best live. So I went in that direction.
Your love for the music and your fans, it's palpable, and I can appreciate that. I heard recently that you'd said that you're not going to quit, you're going to keep at it, and I was like, yes, because I'm the same way.
Well,
it's like a marriage. You want
but what would be the point? What would be the point in stopping? I finally got a momentum after 40 years. I finally got a momentum. Why would I stop now? How lucky can one human being be to actually have something to do with their life when they can't go do menial work? I cannot lift the deliveries from Choice Children Catering, even if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to do the job that I was doing 10 years ago, I can't do that now. So I thank God every fucking day, and I'm not even a believer. I don't know what it is, the universe. Maybe thank Sasha. Maybe thank my dear friend Sasha. Hold on 1 second. On this one. Hello, Lips here. Can you call me back in about 3-4 minutes?
Yes.
Because I went over all day, man. So I'm still on another interview.
5 minutes?
Yeah, just call me back in about 4 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, see how things go? I go till I can't go anymore.
Man, you're busy.
Yeah, I love it. And this is what's happening at 60 years old. How fucking blessed am I? I'm not looking at retirement. I don't have to retire. I retired from doing deliveries to a life of fucking wow. I'm traveling all over the fucking world. I'm meeting all these people. It's like, holy shit, what a blessing, man. Couldn't have been a happier ending than that. So yeah,
awesome.
Do it till you die. Just like Lemmy. You got to do it right till you die, man. And because it's all hard rock music and it won't go away, you can.
Metal's never gonna die, man. It's always been there.
No, man. We're all relevant till our last day, just like Lemmy. That's what's so fucking cool. It's not like you don't burn out, you just die.
Well,
I love it.
I feel really great. I'm very thankful for you coming and talking to me today. I know our listeners are going to be really thrilled, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the rest of the CD Anvil is Anvil, and maybe see you guys on tour when you come back to the United States.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Great.
Okay, we'll be down. We start a tour in May 11th. Keep an eye on Facebook for details, and we'll see you then.
Great. Thanks so much, Lips.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.